this crisis. Stay ahead with the Fox 5 News app. Get important alerts, warnings, real-time updates, closings, and safety tips delivered instantly wherever you are. Download now.
Top down the city, riding with me. Been through the storm in the gritty. Do it for the mom and pop on every block. New day sunshine on every block. Windows open, I'm yelling unity. Side by side with my community. Celebrate, let's have a jubilee. It's bigger than you and me. They've been there for us. Let's be there for them. They've been there for us.
What are you doing?
Well, I was trying to give you a hug.
I get the gesture.
Should have undone the seat.
Okay, well then let's just leave it at a gesture.
Let's just leave it.
Yeah, let's leave it.
High five, son.
Oh, well, okay.
All right.
Schitt's Creek at 9:30 p.m. on Fox 5 Plus.
When I say damn it, you say ha! Damn it! Ha! Damn it! Ha!
I am so excited about this show. The love around here is crazy.
Come on, everybody. Thought that was wild. I share it, what you won't forget.
I'm going to ask all the questions so that you know.
Oh, okay, I'm coming back here. You gotta see it, you gotta see it.
Weekdays at 1 on Fox 5.
God's plan. God's plan.
All right, 10:28 is the time. Well, you know, it's time for some celebrity
Yes.
news. So, our guest, her celebrity website, her news website, gets millions of views a day. I'm talking about the one and only Jasmine Brand. Jasmine joins us live this morning to talk dish news.
Hi, Jasmine. What a treat.
I'm so happy to see you guys. I need a distraction from the election, so I'm so excited to talk to you about celebrity news, okay?
Yeah,
right,
you're
don't
not
we
the
all?
only one. You're not the only one. We all need a distraction, and we're about to give it to everybody right now. And we're about to get it at the same time. All right, so we want to kick it off with a little Cardi B. Like us, she felt a lot of anxiety watching the election play out, so she lit up to release some stress. The rapper shared video of herself smoking on multiple cigarettes at once while watching the returns come in. She said she didn't like all the states turning red on the TV screen. Cardi is a huge Biden supporter. She had a Zoom chat with him back in August. 3 cigarettes at once. Wow.
All right, Jasmine, what say you?
Well, listen, I'm not necessarily a smoker, but last night I was stress eating. I was stress drinking. So, I'm not going to judge Cardi at all. I think a lot of us, whether we were rooting for Trump or Biden, we were all nervous last night. So she chose to do what she does, which is entertain us. I also like to note that on a positive side, like you guys mentioned, Cardi is super involved in the political process. She's been very active. Like you guys said, she, endorsed Biden. She's interviewed him. Her husband, Offset, is very active. He was in Atlanta giving out food while people were waiting in the polls. So I was entertained. I understand where she's coming from. There is no judgment on my end.
So, Jasmine, how do you plan to beat the stress then, since you say you're stressed out too?
Well, I will be stress eating and stress drinking again.
You better pace yourself because it may be a while before we know something.
You better put yourself on the schedule.
I'll take your advice. I'll pace myself. I'll wait till after 5.
All right. Well, look, up next, this story is actually featured on your website. CBS's Gayle King has been kicking butt with her new diet, but her feet seem to be making all the headlines. Check this out. She lost 7 pounds in a week. Okay, thanks to Soup. But she posted pictures of her feet on a scale on IG to mark the milestone. But all anyone can do is talk about her feet, her toes in particular. King, she ended her message asking fans, don't comment on them or say anything negative about my feet, adding that she isn't ready to visit a nail salon now because of the pandemic. So, Jasmine, what do you make of this? I mean, you never know what folks are going through and what folks might talk about.
Well, I appreciate her transparency. I love the fact that she's always, opening up and sharing about her weight loss. So I'm a huge fan of that. And, it takes a lot to show your feet on Instagram when you're a well-known celebrity. I would like to say, I just want her to maybe just do some polish or something. She doesn't need to go to the get a pedi, but I think that she could kind of, just put a little polish on there. But, we need to mind our business and just be focused on, celebrating the fact that she lost her weight. But her feet were kind of a distraction. I'm not going to lie.
Well, yeah, that's my issue. People were talking about her toes and the shape of some of them going every which way. But I was looking at the polish too, Jasmine. And I said, even if it was just clear polish, just the same solid polish would have helped a lot.
I'm going to take it a step.
Did one coat and she could have been
okay. That's it.
Yeah. I'm going to take it a step further. I don't even care about your feet. I don't care about that. But the fact that you put them out there and think that nobody's going to talk about them, that's what I got an issue with. People will talk about, and I say this all the time, whatever you put on the internet, on social media, people are going to criticize you for. I don't care what it is. So if you think that you're going to do this and if they had been polished, shined up, it doesn't matter. They were going to talk about you. So
why do you have 10 toes?
Yeah. So you got to know that, and you just got to be like, whatever.
Yeah, and Gail has been in television long enough.
She's a good sport.
Yeah, she knows what she was doing.
You got to know better.
That's what I think.
Know that people are going to come for you. Show your feet if you want. I don't care. But people will come for you.
They are, and they did.
And they did.
Well, we told you yesterday about Travis Scott deleting his Instagram, but La Flame says it isn't because he got roasted for his Halloween costume. Something else was going on. Producer Chris has more.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd buy it, but many people were quick to point out that Travis Scott say he got cyberbullied off of Instagram after he posted the cockroach, aka Batman picture. But just like a politician caught in a scandal, Wisdom and Marissa, he says he's just focusing on his family. So to refresh your memory, here's the picture. Take a look at it. This is the chocolate brown Batman suit. Travis Scott started trending shortly after posting it over the weekend. Many thought for a guy so rich, the costume may have looked a little cheap. Others shamed Scott for being so slight of build, say he looks more like a bat than Batman or like a cockroach, like we said.
Wow.
Travis tells our friends at Page 6 that with everything going on in the world right now, though, it's a good time to unplug from social media. I really can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Just not sure I buy it. Jasmine, what say you?
Yeah, I don't necessarily buy it that that's the reason why. I mean, it's funny that it's a big deal when you shut down your account or you deactivate it, but it usually means something. Usually when you do shut your account down, usually something is happening, something is going on. The timing was really weird because right before that, everyone was dragging him about his costume. I don't know why he deactivated his account. I don't know if it's to spend more time with his family because his family hasn't, his family's been an important part of his life the whole time. And, you got to think he is part of the Jenner Kardashian sort of crew, so they're kind of strategic with why they do certain things. So I think there's another reason why. I didn't think the Batman suit was that bad, but apparently the public did.
I mean, we are really special if we're clowning people for Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to wear whatever you want,
Yeah. I don't see what the problem is with the Batman outfit. I thought it looked like Batman to me.
You can dress up like it next year, then.
Yeah, well, that's not good. Superman only. I don't do Batman. But I don't understand why the people were clowning him. But I will say this, because we said the other day that there's a possibility that the reason that he shut it down was because he's got something else coming out.
Music,
and that's like a trend. So that could be it. And then once he opens back up, everybody comes back. He says, I got this new project. And it's all good. They forget about the cockroach.
Keeps us on the edge of our seat, Wisdom.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of music, let's move on to Drake now because he is elite company, Wisdom. Put some respect on his name,
That's
will
right.
you? That's right. He just broke a longtime Billboard record that was held by none other than Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder. So Laugh Now, Cry Later, his latest single with Lil Durk, hit #1 on the Billboard R&B and hip hop chart this week. This is Drake's 21st song to top the chart. Breaking the record set by Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder, they each have 20. Drizzy's Rain goes back to his first hit, Best I Ever Had. That's back in 2009, so just a little more than a decade. We all know Aretha passed away back in 2018. Stevie's still out there, so there's time for him to catch up. Wisdom.
You know I love Stevie Wonder.
Me too.
I know you love him, but we also know you have dressed up as Drake before. So.
and you know I love Drake.
I know you love Drake.
I was just saying to somebody how big of a deal Drake was, and then somebody was like, he's okay. But now that you've dropped these stats, you just backed up my
name.
You just backed up my argument against Marissa about Drake. Jasmine, don't you think Drake is a big deal?
Listen, whether you think he's a big deal or not, his stats are, his records, his numbers, as they say, they don't lie. This is a really big deal. Like, Drake is in his 30s. Aretha Franklin was much older. Stevie Wonder is older. And he's making these kind of moves in his 30s. I feel like that's a really big deal. Like, it's super impressive.
Absolutely. Look, I want clarification time. I am a fan of Drake. I think he makes great music. Records are meant to be broken. Go Drake. And he represents a new generation of music.
Yes.
And I support that. And I know he's going to continue to be great.
Very political.
I meant every word.
And
Thanks, guys.
thank you, Chris. And he's funny. The dude is funny.
Yes, he's a good guy.
He makes fun of himself.
Did you guys see that he broke his knee?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Yeah, well, he didn't break his knee. He had knee surgery. If you go to our Instagram page, you go to the site, we did a whole story on the fact that he injured his knee. He actually put something on his IG stories where he's laying in bed watching the election, and you can see his knee is propped up, and he reportedly had surgery. So I don't know what happened with that.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Well, he has some news to make him feel a whole lot better.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it. And would you tell her, put her on to do the schedule with the drinking and the eating?
Yes.
For the
stress reliever.
Yeah.
Pace it out.
Myself just because you told me to.
Maybe it may be a long time. So
It may be.
Yeah. So all right. Thank you, Jasmine.
That was
Thank you,
fun.
Chris.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Oh,
All right,
that was
Aaron, over
a
to you.
lot of fun. All right, coming up, Wisdom going one-on-one with
Thank you.
message she has for women after she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And then in the final 15, Marissa has her part 2 of her interview with the ladies of The Real. You don't want to miss that one. It is 10:38. We'll be right back.